relación de amistad con los Estados Unidos. Eso no fue bueno para un pequeño grupo. Ustedes de Miami, que no quieren relaciones normales con Cuba. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Sí, ven para acá. She wants to come and speak. We believe in free speech.
Mira, vamos a. I know.
Who is she?
Aguanta un momentico. Espérate un momentico.
Sorry.
We have no problems whatsoever. You've seen the blockade? When he releases political prisoners, so that they have freedom of speech. No problem whatsoever releasing the blockade. So, when we're allowed in Cuba free and fair elections with political parties, here you go. Political parties. We would just want different political parties, not just one communist political party. We want political parties to be able to participate in a free and fair election. That's what we want. We will lift the blockade.
Do you think U.S. military intervention is a good thing? First of all, who are you?
I am a state senator, Florida state senator for District 37, Ileana Garcia. Yes.
Okay, but you can't personally lift the blockade. You'd say that the United States.
Okay, yes, but you want to know why? No, but you want to know why?
Okay, wait.
Do you think that they're not entitled to have free and fair elections in Cuba?
Can I talk to you?
Sure.
What do you think about military intervention?
I think that is a step too far. I think that they need to be put on the world stage for heinous crimes against humanity. Do you agree with what they're doing to the people in the street? That they have no arms whatsoever? They're killing them like dogs in the middle of the
That's
street?
just not true. That's just not true. What we know of is one person who died, and what I know of is in, you can name it, Haiti, Colombia, Honduras, Israel. You know how many Palestinians are killed in peaceful protests, and we give them $3.8 billion every year? Egypt, you can't go out and peacefully protest, you'd be in prison, and we give them $1.3 billion every year.
So you don't think the people of Cuba should be free?
I think the people of Cuba are free. I think there's whenever I've gone to Cuba, I hear people talk to me all the time about liking their government, about disliking their government.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
And what?
You're a child.
Ty? Can you explain the symbol?
Freedom.
So,
They have no freedom.
when we go to Cuba, we hear people all over the place. I lived there. Yeah, I lived there. I did live in Cuba. Yeah. No, I'm actually not. No. And there are things I like and don't like about the Cuban government. Can I talk to you? There are things I don't like about the Cuban government, just like there are things that I don't like about my own government. I don't like that people don't have more freedom to have their own enterprises. Yeah, that's what we want. But you know what? They were starting to have a lot more enterprises under Obama when the embargo started to be lifted and people could start investing. And then there were thousands and thousands of small entrepreneurs that started their own business. And people were very happy and thought, okay, now we're on the path to having more trade, more ability to have our own businesses.
There was never open trade.
Well, of course there's trade. There's constantly trade. How do you think Cuba gets 96% of its food? It buys them.
Thank you for saying that. And the people get ration.
And the people get ration to make sure nobody's hungry. Do you want to go walk down the streets in here and see people going through garbages?
That's here.
Yeah, that's here. That's right here. And living homeless.
We should take care of that here.
I try, believe me. It was nice talking to you, but could we agree on one thing? Maybe on the remittances issue? That Cuban Americans should be free to send remittances?
Freedom for remittances. We can't ration. Set them free. Set Cuba free. Free of their elections.
Don't you think the people of Cuba deserve to get money from their loved ones in the U.S.? And that they're
free. They deserve to be free.
Don't you think that people in this country should have the freedom to send money to their relatives in Cuba?
Ask her which country sends the most, Americans send the most remittances to, and it's a communist country.
And that's China. So shouldn't Americans have the right to send money to Cuba?
Yes. They should also be free.
All right, so we agree that yes, you are in favor of no restrictions. They
They
can't.
still have flights. They still have flights to Cuba.
No, that
Flights going out to Cuba right now.
under Trump, they put restrictions on remittances and forced Western Union to close its operations in Cuba. So there is. Do you have relatives in Cuba? Do you send them money? Oh, well, that's not very nice of you. Wouldn't it be nice to help them out? Why don't you just tell me?
No, why don't you give me a microphone? I'll answer back.
I'm listening to you.
I'll answer back.
Anyway, we want to be as elegant about this as possible, right? They don't want remittances anymore. They just want to be free.
Your family doesn't want you to send money.
They're being rational.
Your family doesn't want you to send money.
They're being rational. There's nothing but limitations. There's nothing but limitations. So the only thing that what these people want to do is to visit their relatives